Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. With that, it's time to crown the champion of the NFC. And to call the action, we send it to our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Thank you very much, Larry. EA Sports coverage of the NFL. The National Football League is here and on the air. Coming up, it's a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl, and we've got a classic in store between the Los Angeles Rams and the Atlanta Falcons. One of these teams will represent the NFC in the Super Bowl in 2 weeks' time. Which will it be as we're underway in the NFC title game? And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. So the D-line's going to spread out.
All right, here we go. Green.
On first down, Lynn. Henry's got it out on the left side. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19. Leopard.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. And some room to maneuver. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
Any team that runs the toss and runs it successfully, that means they win the battle on the edges. That means you seal the edge in order to let your back get to the corner. They got it done there for a very nice game.
First and 10. Lynn. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Deion Jones, the outside linebacker, drops him for a loss of 6. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. To throw on 2nd down, Lynn. And he slings one that's incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Hunter Henry, and it's 3rd down.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the 2nd down incompletion. Throwing on 3rd and long. Lynn, and incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
And now a high kick here as they'll try to cover this one. Fair catch called for and made at the 16 or maybe the 17-yard line. It's just a 32-yard punt with no return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. And they're definitely showing blitz here. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And he goes across the 20 to the 22. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Freeman again. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. Well, a well-executed blitz, no doubt. Great job by the linebacker. Maybe the quarterback, if he could have seen that, could have audibled there.
Yeah, he needed to be in a different play because that one just meshed perfectly for the defense. All the gaps were filled except for the one the offense really wanted to run through, and that was filled by a big man wanting to make a tackle.
And he made a great tackle. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
2nd down to the offense in search of 6 yards. Yardage brought down at the 32. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
That goes down as a loss against his rushing stats, but really, should he have to absorb that one? He had no chance on that play before they overwhelmed him.
Pretty much on top of him before he could take his first step. It's caught. Jones. 15 yards through the air and a first down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, where that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gordon, it's the Falcons. On 2nd down, Freeman. Freeman with a fast feet and brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
Here we go now. Green, 39. Detroit, Detroit. 10, under 10, 10. Watch it now, Barney, Barney. Now let's go. Blue, landed. Leopard, Leopard. Underfoot, underfoot, underfoot.
And the play clock running very low, so Dan Quinn decides to call for a timeout. That's their second, so they'll have one remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back.
Now let's go. Green. Watch it now, Barney, Barney. No. Check 26. Check 26.
Freeman again, a first down carry. And a short gain here, down to the 22. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Nice job by the defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And Jones has it over the middle. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. So 2 of 2 on third down conversions on this drive, and now they face a 3rd and 3 here.
Here we go now. No. Check. Patriot. Set. Over. No. Check. Patriot. No. Back there. Here we go. Gone.
A handoff. Devontae Freeman. And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
Again, they'll run with Freeman. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
And the tight end goes in motion left. They'll drop to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons.
And that drive we just saw that culminated in a touchdown, exactly what many offenses are looking for. Sustained ones that can impose their will on the other team.
Now Matt Bryant on for the point after. It's good, and that gives the Falcons a 7-0 lead. Here's Bosher to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
And he's able to get up here to the 26. A gain of 6 there on first.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. So he loses 3 yards there. Now third down.
Partner, you mind if I take off this headset and put on a coaching headset?
You want to get this running game going?
I want to get this running game going. I'm going down there and saying, gentlemen, we have got to run the football. We've got to get it going right now.
Yeah, to this point in the second quarter, it has been a struggle.
Hurry up, here we go. Gone. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. No. Check. Patriot.
On third down, Lynn. Looking for Fitzgerald, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19. No. Check. Patriot.
come out throwing here to start the drive. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Set. 319. 319.
2 minutes to go here in the first half. We'll be back with more in the NFC title bout after this.
Leopard. Leopard. All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Gone, gone. Gone, gone. All right, here we go. Green. No. Check. Patriot. Patriot. No. Check. Patriot. Patriot. Detroit. Detroit. Here we go now.
Slot man moves right.
Blue 90. Leopard. Leopard.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. They're going for a receiver there. Already has one touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored one, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And unable to connect on the long pass. It falls down incomplete.
I know exactly why I tried to throw the ball to Julio Jones there. He's never considered covered. He's either too fast or too strong. You always try and get it to him.
Especially on those deep passes. And now a long one for Matt Bryant. He's hit from 62 in his career, but that was all the way back in 2006. This will be from 56 yards out. And the play clock running very low, so Dan Quinn decides to call for a timeout as they stop it prior to what will be an important fourth down. On fourth down, here's Matt Bosher on to punt. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. The Rams offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first two drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Vic Beasley in there to sack him for a loss of 6. Now the backup Kaiser to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. They'll set up to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. They'll set up a throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. It'll be a gain of 4, and it's a second down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. The Rams on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Grady Jarrett. He's the one that gets him down. It'll be a loss of 5, and it'll bring up 4th down. So, yeah, who has time for a halftime show with a trip to the Super Bowl on the line? Let's get back to it. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And here now come the Falcons. And I would say they went 3 and out last time, but actually they didn't even get to 3 and out. Still a strange decision to us here in the booth.
Yeah, let's hope they don't go 1 and out, but maybe, possibly, let's try and think with them here. Try and play field position maybe, turn the ball over, put it in the hands of their defense. Who knows?
You're a nice man. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. The left side completion to Jones. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. That time they hit him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it because he knows he's going through the briar patch, as I like to call it, right? He's trying to work his way through all that traffic and people wanting to put a little contact on him. Really well done.
Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. A pretty good coverage there. And both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it. And in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
Let's go. Green 39. Watching that ball.
Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. He finds his man, Baldwin. 15 yards through the air and a 1st down.
I don't care how many times you tell the story, it never loses its luster for me. Doug Baldwin, undrafted out of Stanford, and plays like a #1 receiver should in the NFL. I don't care how you cover him. I don't care that his size isn't great. He's the one that typically comes up with the football.
Absolutely. His roots go all the way back to Gulf Breeze, Florida, where he's from, right on the water near Pensacola, and then, of course, to Stanford, and, boy, he's been good. The 20! And all the way down to the 7-yard line. A big run there by Freeman. 41 yards. They'll run here with Freeman. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line. Defensively, they must have been expecting a pass. They were in the dime look out there.
I think maybe they were deciding to go with speed on the field rather than bulk. I'm with you, a little bit surprising, but they wanted people getting to the ball as fast as possible. The lighter, shiftier defensive backs allow you that opportunity.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39. Back in that Philly. Here we go.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and goal.
Detroit! Detroit! Here we go now. Detroit! Detroit! Here we go now. Green, over. Here we go. Check.
Defense showing blitz. Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and goal. They'll look to throw here. Swings it out to the flat for Freeman. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. A 4-yard pickup, not enough. 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they've rallied and made the tackle.
And Bryant's kick is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So give them 3 there. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they couldn't punch it in.
And credit this defense, too. That was the old bend but don't break approach. But it kept the offense out of the end zone.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Now the attention turns back to the Rams offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
He'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
And we just saw another example. These cornerbacks have played tight coverage all game long. Might start wanting to think about a few double, triple move routes to try and shake their guys free.
You're right, they have had no room to breathe. The Rams on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is going to be 3rd and 13. He'll look to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. Looking to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there?
And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Khalil Mack in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Back now here on EA Sports. So a tough spot for Kaiser. The sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Face mask. Here come the flags. And I believe this is going to be a first down. Fresh set of downs here. Back to throw here. And that is incomplete here.
Very difficult night for the guys on offense. They've got to be looking at each other in the huddle and on the sidelines. How are we going to find some open space to complete a pass and find open room to run? This defense all night long has squeezed down the passing lanes, made plays on the football. It's really been a thing of beauty for them. He's got to figure all day long prepping for the game. They had to have talked about it again and again. Squeeze passing lanes, and we'll be in great shape.
2nd down now after the incompletion. Time running out here on the play clock. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And he fires one incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open. And this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. The Rams on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. He'll drop to throw. And now another one thrown incomplete. Well, not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Halfback sent in motion. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Complete. Hunter Henry with the grab. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we get back. And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on. They go play action here on 1st down. And his throw is incomplete.
That one didn't quite make it to the target, but that's not always a function of the strength of the arm of the quarterback, is it? Sometimes there's just too much pressure there. In any case, the ball doesn't arrive.
And he goes in motion here in the backfield. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And this complete to Henry over the middle. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. 23 yards on the play. Even though this offense doesn't have a single point to its name, they're not totally out of this game yet. A touchdown here, they could be in business.
And how about that last play? Now they've got momentum going, so you know I'm a big advocate. Get back on the line of scrimmage. Throw another play at them while you've got them rocked on their heels.
Let's go.
Now it's Hunt, and he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
What a game this defense has played. They're pitching a shutout, so it'd be fun to watch down the stretch to see if their defensive coordinator continues to be as aggressive as he's been all game long.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. And he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped, but I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you to jump.
They'll try to run with Hunt. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
On 3rd down. It's Hunt, and not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage. Well, look at the clock. You're down 2 scores. Have to go for this, don't you?
And they thought that as soon as they took over possession. It didn't matter where they were on the field. They were always going to be in 4-down territory. Backed up, in good situation, it didn't matter. So they've been preparing for that on their play sheet the entire time.
All right, so you needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal then maybe not exactly what they wanted, but it's a necessary first step.
Still plenty of time remaining, but you could really use a stop defensively after the kickoff, preferably a 3-and-out.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Here are the Falcons as their offense heads back onto the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. At 5 yards on the play there, as the drive will continue.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Time for a break. Back with more in the NFC Championship game after this. And some changes here as the D-line separates some.
Now look at 56. Now look at 56.
Now a handoff. It's Freeman. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively they burn it here with 1:51 left. And they're 6 yards away from picking up the first here on 2nd down.
Detroit! Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
They run. Devontae Freeman. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to third down. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late fourth quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on third?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
All right, now, look at 56. Watch it now, Barney. All right, now, look at 56. All right, now, look at 56. Look at 56. Here we go.
On third down, Devontae Freeman. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a fourth down. Now, here's a whistle and a timeout. It's called by the receiving team here. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. Here's Matt Bosher now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. They're down here in a one-score game. But the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late-game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at second down.
There's definitely contact there, but it's the fourth quarter of a kind of tight game, and sometimes the officials just say, let them play. Kind of like your mom used to, you and your brothers, just take the broom to you and send you out to the backyard and tell you to settle it yourselves.
I like that, yeah. There was contact. I don't know, like you said, enough to warrant the flag. It was close, though. And incomplete on the deep ball. Tried to go for the big one there on second down. Now they're likely down to their final two plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
Here we go. Flex round. Flex round. Ohio. Ohio. Flex round. Flex round. Ohio. 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 Ohio.
They'll look to throw. He completes it to Henry. And they'll get him down here at the 23. They do get 9, but it leads to fourth down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he could scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant, and they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. take a knee here and cue the celebrations. They are off to the Super Bowl. And the crowd on its feet, and understandably so. They are Super Bowl bound after taking that knee.
How about the ability to celebrate not just winning a championship, but to do it with your fans on your home field? What a great collaboration for them all year long.
Really a great season. Not a whole lot to hang their head about.
Not at all. And, you know, the winning side, they're so ecstatic. They're going to the Super Bowl. But for the guys that we're talking about, they've got to figure out how it's going to go next year. Are they going to be motivated by this loss? Or will this loss linger and really make them, make it tough for them to come out of the gate strong next year? Only time will tell. But they've got to find a way to use this loss and use it as motivation.